Alright guys, this is my second video on my Minecraft City tour. And now this one is a day after the video I actually uploaded, and I have updated a few things, and I'm also going to show you guys some of the stuff that I missed in my last video. So I hope you guys are going to like this video, and let's just get into it. So I might not have gone over this tower in my last video, but this is one of the massive office towers. It's a newer one. I remember there used to just be like a dockyard there, but I decided to put a massive building here. And this is that, and then this is also a pretty cool plane there. It's one of the earlier model planes I decided to build. And this is a monorail connecting to another office tower. This one's in kind of like a plaza, so it has 3 different office towers and a little park and a parking lot in the back. And that parking lot actually connects to a bridge which goes to the main part of the city. It even has a diner here, so check that out. It's Carl's Cafe. That's a pretty nice one. And if you follow this road, it will lead you to the factory, so the production / energy production area. So pretty much in this area they produce the energy for the city. Not only that, but they also produce technology and all that type of stuff, which they sell for money. And I'm still upgrading it. I'm gonna fix the dockyard up. I'm gonna continue expanding and fixing everything. As you can see, I haven't even fixed this yet, but yeah, this is the power plant, and then this is one of the buildings that creates technology. And that's kind of the factory area right now. There's nothing really special to this area. I will be expanding it later. So next up, we have the massive residential building here. I probably talked about this one yesterday. I'm not sure. I probably mentioned it but never showed you guys, but this one actually for a time was the tallest building in the entire city. It even has a dockyard, and it has the monorail and the trees and a little park and stuff. And it's a pretty damn big tower. It's still one of the tallest buildings in the city, but there are actually taller right now. And this is one of the ones I created yesterday. When I wasn't at school, I had to do something, but I got some time to play Minecraft. I built a plane. And there's also another thing I'll show you guys, but there's that. And there's also, yesterday I also put a little ship in the dockyard over there. And if we go over here, there's a nice lighthouse here, and there's also a cargo ship. I didn't make these yesterday. And this area is a complete failure. I'll probably expand this later, but what it was supposed to be was kind of like the political area, and it was supposed to have originally supposed to have like the Capitol building and all of that, but it doesn't have any of that, and I gave up on this part for now. And now we're going to be getting into some of the stuff I created yesterday and today, and some of the stuff I'm still working on, but some of them are very small details and some of them are pretty large ones, well, very large ones. But let's get into some of the smaller details. So first, I made some more explorer drones. So as you can see, there's one in the kelp area over here. And then there's more underwater mining. Damn it, I can't get up. There we go. There's more underwater mining stations here, getting some resources and stuff near the abandoned ship. And I still haven't upgraded the submarine, but I will get to that later on. The first change I actually made is there's new towers on the research complex. It's the research pillars, I call it. And it's pretty simple, but it does look alright. I mean, I could have done it better. I might do some detailed. I might make it more detailed, but it's alright for now. And this is probably going to be the most notable change out of all the changes. Let's just look at it. As you guys can see, there are 3 massive buildings in the distance. Like, they're just behemoths, and I was creating them yesterday and today, and they're probably my favorite towers. This one's actually the tallest tower in the entire city. As you can see, it's massive. And in the last video, all this entire area was a bunch of trees, but I decided to get rid of all the trees and start building some towers, and these are the 3 towers. Let's go into more detail. So this tower right here took me 2.5 hours to make. I know, it's crazy, but I think it came out pretty nice. I kind of like how the tower looks, and it makes the skyline just so much better. And you can really see how big it is compared to like the residential building. It's massive, especially compared to this one. Not only that, but it has a cool design and everything. I like how this one came out. This one I actually made and finished yesterday from 1 o'clock to 2:30, around 2:30, 2:35. It took a long time, but it definitely was worth it. And usually when I'm making towers this big and stuff, I usually I have some like videos playing from some YouTubers who I like, and I usually listen while building. And there's the spire with all the cables and redstone torches. That was actually the first one I made. The second one I also finished yesterday night, and this one I really like the design of. It's not my favorite, but I like it because it kind of branches off and it has little parks here and there, so the design is definitely unique, and it's a very tall building too. And this one took me around 30 minutes, so it didn't take me that long compared to the other one, which the other one's massive, but this one didn't take me too long. I'm happy about that. And then the third one, this one I started yesterday and I actually completed it today. It took me around, counting to yesterday and today, about 30 to 40 minutes. And it doesn't look too bad either. It's a more simple design compared to the other ones, but it's still pretty cool. I like it. So next up, I did a minor thing. I made this tower a bit taller for some reason. I don't know why, but I did that. Next, there is some major changes over here. So first, this road actually branches out, and this building is actually supposed to be the Carillion Stock Exchange, kind of like the New York one, but in our city, and has the American flag and stuff, and I'm still building it. As you can see, I still have the resources because I was just building it, and then I decided to do this video quickly. It's probably going to look pretty cool. And this is going to be an area where I'm going to be majorly expanding, especially down there into these areas on the hills. I'll probably have some nice neighborhoods and stuff, and into down there. And the final detail you guys probably saw is the airport. This one didn't take me too long. I think on the runway I kind of rushed it, especially over here, so it doesn't look as good as it probably could have. But I think the airport for now was kind of fine. I might have an airplane land in the future in the runway, and yeah, I'm probably gonna put some cars in the parking lot and driving up to the airport later on. But I think it does look pretty damn nice for the airport, and I finally actually do have an airport, which I've been waiting to build. I just didn't have a good location. And I think a side note is this massive area, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, so I want you guys to actually comment down below. I have 2 to 3 ideas for it. First, well, actually 4 ideas. First, it's a national park, so I'll have like a bunch of trees and I'll have like a bunch of animals inside, and it'll be like a national park near the city and like a reservation. Second, it's going to be like a military base like Area 51, or not that like that, but it'll have like some massive aircraft and all that on the runways and everything, and it would also be like the hangar bay for the massive ships in the city. The third is that I'll make it kind of like in like a Bronx style neighborhood, so it'll have like those brick complexes and all that, and it'll have some tall towers, but it'll mainly be like kind of like this, some like complexes, billboards and stuff. Or fourth, I make a bunch of tall buildings and it's like a full-on part of the city, and it's like just like that, but an even bigger area to work with. So I'll leave that decision up to you guys. The one with the most votes. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 will be the massive city. Number 2 would be kind of like the Bronx. Number 3 would be the air base, and number 4 will be the national park. In the comments section, can you guys put one of them down? And when I eventually get to this area, I'll make sure to build what you guys were talking about. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'll definitely keep that in mind. And this area would also be pretty good for our dockyard. But other than that, I finished the video. Those are all the real details that I added so far. Later today, because I'm going to be uploading this probably right after I create it, I'm probably going to have another video. I might might not, because I think some family's coming over today, but I might have some tomorrow. And if not, then next weekend I'll be able to create more, because next weekend I don't think any family's coming over, and I'll just be able to stay home. So, one of those days. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I'll just get one more cool view of the city before I end up leaving this video. There.